Welcome back to Everything Plus the Kitchen Sink. I'm your host, Paula Baker, Mama, bride to be, and podcasting from my little green pink corner. Today's episode is going to be fun and a little spicy. We're talking about the clients I'll never forget and the ones I wish I could, because there are a few. Whether you're a business owner or someone who's ever had to deal with interesting people, this one's for you. Okay, so let's start with good vibes. One of my favorite clients of all times booked me for a baby shower. And I know I said one of my favorite clients, but I have so many favorite clients that I can't narrow it down to just one. But she's one of. Anywho's, she was so chill. She trusted my creativity. She sent me some inspiration pictures that she wanted me to incorporate into her order. But yet she just said, do my thing. And I love those ones that just say, here, can you just stay within these stay within these parameters of what I sent you, or just give me what you want and I can work with it. And I love those clients. The shower was themed around cherry blossoms and gold, simple but elegant. I delivered the cake, and when I say she cried, she got so emotional. I want to say it kind of was probably pregnancy hormones, but she really got emotional, and she said it was exactly what she wanted and what she dreamed of, but she really couldn't describe it. So yeah, that really touched my heart. I love when y'all get so emotional behind your cakes, because cakes are not just something that you just have there. They're usually the center of attention. You have pictures that are centered around them. It's that sweet treat after dinner. So yeah, cakes mean a lot. But clients like that remind me why I started. That moment stayed with me for years. And the lesson behind that is the best clients trust your work, and when they do, they bring out the best in your work. So thank you so much for trusting me. Okay, this one here is the one with the late pickup time. So usually when I'm asked what time can I pick the cake up, I'm usually like, I'm on your time. What time works for you? And if you give me a time, that's the time I expect you to come get your cake or your cupcakes or your cake pops or whatever I done for you. That's what time I expect, because I have a life too. And usually I try to base it off what is convenient for you. Usually. And if it's not convenient for me, I'll let you know. But 9 times out of 10, I usually do what works for you. So I had a client who, she said she would be to my house by 1 p.m. And 1 p.m. rolled around and they were nowhere to be found. And I'm, like I said, if I don't have nothing to do, I'm like, cake in the refrigerator, it is what it is. I'm cool. I don't have nowhere to go. So whatever. Because I shouldn't have to reach out to you for your cake. However, she hit me up and said, I'm on the way. This was probably 3 o'clock. I'm like, okay, it's now 3 o'clock. All right. So of course 3 o'clock rolls around. Nowhere to be found. I'm like, okay, what in the hell is going on? I hope they're okay, But anywho's, hit me up and said she hit me up around, I think it was 4:30, and said she had other stuff to take care of and a lot of running around. this lady did not show up until 7 o'clock to get her cake, and kind of had the audacity to have an attitude. And I'm like, why are you mad at me? Like, whatever's going on with this event that you got going on ain't got nothing to do with me, because I was prepared. And had you wanted me to drop it off, I probably would have did that too and charged your delivery fee. But you didn't say that. And a lot of times I don't, at this point in my life right now with this business, it's not too much extra I'm going to do without you telling me. So the little attitude that she had, I'm just like, okay. I brushed it off. I handed her cake with a smile. And best believe, I believe I'm going to update my policy when it comes to her, because not all my clients are like that. You got a few that do be late or forget their order. I've definitely had that. Like, how do you order something and you forget it? And usually it's just something minor, something small, nothing for like a party or anything like that, because I probably will call you if I know it's for a party. But if I just know it's you got a gift for someone, just because, I'm like, I'm not doing all that. I'll call you tomorrow. I'll text you tomorrow. I probably should hit you up later on that same day, but I'm just now in this era I'm in, I just don't do it. So, but yeah, the lesson behind that one is set boundaries early, stick to your pickup window, and charge a late fee. I don't have a pickup window, but I should. I should. So yeah, don't take my advice on. So one of my all-time worst, and I'm gonna say worst clients, I I made a cake for her, and I knew she wasn't a new client, but I hadn't worked with her in a while, so I couldn't remember what I did for her previously, but I know I worked with her before. And she sent me some inspiration pics. It was like themed around I don't know, like boho or something like that. And she sent me the colors. So she wanted a smash cake and she wanted a 2-tier cake. Cool, not a problem. Did those things. And I'm one of them people who take pictures and I'll send it to you ahead of time, because I know I may have made a mistake, and I have no problem with correcting my mistake. So I'd rather do it ahead of time than for when you pick it up, on pickup day. So I sent her a picture. She said, "Oh, this is beautiful." She said, "Can you add my daughter's name to the board?" Not a problem. Add the name to the board. Send the picture back. Everything is fine. As far as I know, everything is fine. She comes the next day. She picks the cake up in the morning. Once again, everything is fine. I receive a text hours later, probably like 7-8 o'clock maybe, to say the cake is frozen. And I'm like, huh? Why is the cake frozen? Why is the cake still frozen? It is a fully buttercream cake. And then she sends a video of her cutting the cake with a butter knife and saying the cake is crumbling and it's frozen, and there's no way this cake should still be frozen after being out for 6 hours. And I'm like, I totally agree with you on that. It's a fully buttercream cake. It should not be frozen whatsoever. And she was like, if you was in a hurry to make it or didn't want to make it, then you should have just said that. I'm like, what in the hell are you talking about? So it got to the point where I had to block her. So this was on Messenger, Facebook Messenger. I had to block her because I'm like, I'm not going back and forth with you on this. But before that, I actually told her, I said, because I'm one of the ones who, I don't want my clients to not be happy, and I know I'm not perfect. But I told her, I said, okay, well, if you choose to work with me in the future, I'll offer you a discount. but she just kept going off the wall, and that's when I blocked her. So I'm venting to my fiance about it, and he was like, "Didn't you have an issue with her before?" And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I know I worked with her before, so I don't remember having an issue with her before. So I'm scrolling, through our Facebook messages back up, and I'm like, okay, I've worked with her here, and I worked with her, and I'm like, the last time I worked with her, she pulled this same stunt saying she was not happy with the cake. And then back then, because this is years ago, back then I offered her a refund, because even though I didn't really see an issue with it, and I'm reading through it, that cake was I don't know if it was for a school or something like that. No, it was like a emoji. This was the emoji one. This is like emoji type cake. And she sent me several inspo pics and said she just wanted it to, fit the theme of these pictures. And that's what I did. But she wasn't happy. And I was just like, okay, well, I don't want you not to be happy. I'll just send your money back. And that's what I did. But so I'm like, oh, you trying to pull this stunt again? Won't be working with you no more. So blocked her. Like I said, I blocked her on Messenger. She had the audacity to hit me up through text and was like, it's unprofessional for you to just block me. No, I'm going to block you on this text message too, because I'm not doing this. You're not messing with my mental. So the lesson behind this one is always have your clients proof your work. And make sure it's what they want. Don't let nobody try to get over on you. And yeah, don't. that was definitely oh my goodness, I will never let that one go. All right, so let me tell y'all about the time this lady ordered I think it was like a strawberry, I don't know, it was a strawberry something cake. I don't know if it was a strawberry shortcake or a strawberry crunch cake. But I never recall it being a strawberry cake because it was pink. So it was strawberry something. But anyway, get the cake. The whole day done gone by. I receive a picture or a video. No, it was a picture. I receive a picture and she says the cake was not good. And I'm like, oh, okay. That's a first. We all get out first. I'm not the best. But that was a first for me. And I was just like, oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear that. And she was like, my husband doesn't like it. And I was like, okay. And she was trying to basically get a refund. So then she sends me another picture of the cake. And the cake is damn near gone. I'm like, lady, where's the rest of the cake at? Because it was so nasty. Where's the rest of the cake? I'm not going to continue to eat something that is nasty. I was like, where's the rest of the cake at? Oh, well, such and such had some, and this person had some. So you done passed out this nasty ass cake of mine and think I'm about to give you a refund, but ain't no cake left. No. Not happening. Let's just say I've never worked with her again, and she did not get a refund from me. Okay, so this will be my last story time. I had a client who I was unavailable to make a cake, and I'm gonna backtrack. I ain't gonna say I do love it, but it is so flattering when I have someone hit me up asking me, am I available for a date? And I may not be. And they're like, oh no, let me see about changing my date. I love those. Like, I am so flattered when y'all do that. So thank you for changing your date of your event, because I'm not available. But anyway, I wasn't available for her cake, and I don't do recommendations. And I know that may be, I don't know, strange, but I really don't, because I personally don't eat other people's cakes. And it's not because they don't taste as good as mine. But I'm not a huge cake person, so I don't eat other people's cakes. And so for me to recommend someone to someone else, recommend someone for a cake that I haven't had, and then you're like, well, Paula, you sent this person my way. No, that won't be on my conscience. And I see some beautiful work. I really do. Awesome work. But I don't know how they taste. And for me, the taste and the look is an overall experience. So I don't want you to buy anything from anyone that I haven't tried. So no. But anyway, she decided to go with someone else, and she randomly, while I'm out of town, she sends me this picture of this beautiful cake. It is a beautiful cake. She was like, see, you made me go get this cake from this other person, and this cake was nasty. I was like, but it looks so beautiful. She said, yeah, it's beautiful, but it is nasty. It's dry. Oh my God. I was like, I'm so sorry. But anybody tell you to go do that? Oh my God. Yeah. So, don't ask me for recommendations because I ain't got none at all. No, I don't. Please don't ask me. All right. So let's wrap this up. Every client teaches you something. The good ones remind you how powerful your gift is. The stressful ones teach you how to protect it. I've learned to say no, to charge my worth, and to let go of the pressure of pleasing everyone. Because at the end of the day, I'm still going to bake, I'm still going to create, and still going to show up as me. If you've had a wild client experience, DM me or email the podcast. I might read some of your stories on future episodes. Don't forget to follow everything plus the kitchen sink on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and YouTube. Leave me a review if you love it. Next week, I'll be back with another episode filled with real talk, some laughs, and probably a little sprinkle of chaos. Until then, stay sweet. Bye.